Hey kids, welcome back to another episode of Awesome Stuff Badly with me, Uncle Dr. Ernie. To review, we are in the midst of building a tool that we call Rohan's Teenage Robot Turtles. And to do that, we're using a technology known as reactive-coffee. And we're trying to add a little piece of functionality to let us do SVG graphics. And we've been on this epic death march to get our changes, actually someone else's changes for doing SVG graphics, integrated back into reactive-coffee. So to do that, we've been forking our project and trying to create the code and the test to satisfy this feature so we can generate a pull request to ask Yang to pull it back into the main project. And while it's been a long, tedious, mostly fruitless exercise, we've learned an awful lot, because that's how you do awesome stuff badly. So last time we finally managed to get something that almost worked. So let's see if we can finish it off this time and get it pushed up into the system. So this is the original piece of code that we were working with, the original SVG patch, which was very long. And last time we just decided to replace it with a really simple list of tags and just use the existing mechanism for creating those tags. So it almost worked, but we were still running into some errors when we ran our little grunt test script. And that the child thing just wasn't really the right kind of creature. And this is odd because it should work the same way as the existing HTML tag creations. But if you look at how they create their child tags, they always create a bind here to make sure it's a reactive child. And we didn't do that ours. And it kind of worked with the version we had there, but maybe they really rely on that in their implementation. So let's do that. Let's make sure that our children are actual reactive components rather than just naked tags, and see what it works. And no, that doesn't help at all. I'm very, very sad. Okay, so let's try something else. So one option is to try a HTML tag as a child. And no commas there, do we? No, we don't. Let's just go ahead and copy that puppy there. Actually, no, that's not, because we want to have an actual count to 0. There should be 2 now. And let's try that and see what's going on here. It's a button. This child is defined. Okay, what's going on here? This tag is created like this up here. Where are we? Yes. So we have a header here. You know, we've got a lot of extraneous noise here, which makes it actually harder to read and find. So let's simplify it for reducing visual clutter. So we're not really testing all those things. We're just testing, okay, rxt.tags, thingamajobber here. Style is a variable, but it's not a problem that we have. And then those are function definitions here. So yes, we can almost fit that on the screen. Can we collapse some of these maybe to make it a little easier to see? Yes, thank you, TextMate2. Okay, so there before each is a function that creates an element, which has been predefined as a tag with a BRAC dictionary and then binding to an array with multiple items. And Looks exactly like what we're doing so far. Although theirs only takes a array for a child context rather than a dictionary of values for whatever reason. But here, no, I'm just using that here as my cont 0. Okay, and so the test there, cont was almost kind of 0, cont length to be 2, cont 0. Last is button. Just throw this in there to see if I'm missing something obvious I should be able to figure out. Grunt, grunt, grunt. Or my tests using grunt, which calls karma, which calls Jasmine, which is not my problem. Okay. Oh, no, right, because there should be child last, not child 0. Child random into the dark tower came. So Corwin, Princess of Amber reference. Okay, so the button is a very sophisticated structure here. It's not just a simple button. It is in fact, wait, what the heck is that? Element. Contents is this fancy binding thingy. Okay, I'm detecting an anomaly. That's really useful. It means I've actually seen something here that I missed the first time around. Let's see. I should have fixed those warnings when I was here before, but before I changed the code, but too late for that now. Okay. It's almost like a wrapper or a tree. Why would it be creating it there for that one and not for mine? So there's links to the previous object. So what I'm seeing is just a naked button here. He's seeing as an array or a dictionary of items which include, no, it's like a data structure which has links to the different things that are being created. Mind-blowing. So let's try doing exactly that. Sorry, my friend, you are being obsoleted. It's not you, it's me. Don't take it personally. Stash that here in case my mind fries and I can't remember how to do that. And let's just go ahead and create exactly this, exactly there, and see if it exactly works or doesn't. That's what we call reducing a bug, trying to minimize the distance between something that works and doesn't work. Yes, that works. The other one doesn't. I have no idea why, but now I have a starting point. So let's make this incrementally closer and closer to what I want and see what happens. So make this 1, get rid of this. See if that works. Okay, commit-am small children, child. Why did that not work last time? I don't know. Maybe there was just some funky indentation somewhere that's messing with the brain. And then let's just try it with animate transform just to make sure that that name is a valid fail first. That was going to bite me. Since they both begin with G, just to make it persnickety. False is true. So that's good. ASB tag. Okay, so we have the animate transform tag. Let's make sure it works with the dictionary. Grunt, grunt, grunt. Yep, perfectly happy. Now let's do it with just the dictionary and not the subchild. No. Oh, well, that's just because the piece that we didn't want isn't there. In this case, we're probably getting excessively cautious because we were just so burned by everything not working that we thought should. And let's go ahead. I wonder if those parentheses might have been the problem. Oh, that would have been perverse. Not inconceivable. This is JavaScript after all. Perverse. Yes. That won't mess up the shell. It does mess up the shell. Yay, we did it! All right, let's clean it up and ship it. Get rid of all our log message. Log, 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 log. And see if our now I'm assuming all those errors and warnings, all those warnings, rather no errors. Yes, okay. Git commit -am, move log messages. And we're done! Yay! Done coding, not done committing. Okay, so next step is to git status, everything's nice and clean. Git diff master inlined. So undoing all the hacks we did. Adding in the SVG tags, removing all the attack, moving our tests up there, getting our row tests. Okay, nothing looks terribly untoward, so git checkout master, git merge inlined. Steve, we get rid of it. Okay. Get rid of all branches, git status, boom. Okay. And then we go to GitHub because I've not configured my terminal yet. Sync, 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 sync. I'm syncing. Throw me a life preserver. Okay, and if we go to GitHub and this repository, which we are ahead of Yang Master. Let's We're ahead and not behind because we've been doing stuff. We'll generate a pull request, right? Right. Yes, these are our commit messages here. Pull request, okay. We're creating a pull request. A really painful series of messy things. Let's go look at the last pull request. Here we go. Did it. This is from based on that. Issues, where are my issues? So many issues, but at least they're all tracked. That's the important thing. Is there anything else that he did in his pull request? To verify. Not bad for my first pull request. Great pull request. And then my issue here. Great pull request. Oh, there we go. We submitted a pull request. We fixed a bug. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and that ends this sprint on reactive SVG. Turn back onto this channel probably after lunch, since I'll be skipping a session for an interview of someone who might be joining the team. And we'll see you this afternoon as we do more awesome stuff badly. Goodbye!